All right, everybody, we are back again for another week of Ashes of Creation. How you doing this week, Missy?
Good, Brad. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, I would say. Um, so this week, guys, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be going into the archetypes. Missy has had to correct me a couple times on that name. Um,
Couple.
classes and then roles. So the archetypes, just to kind of give a brief little example, is your main class. There's 8 of them. And then what you do is, I think at level 15 or 25, I think it's actually 25, you get to choose a secondary class, a secondary archetype, and then they fuse together to make a class. So we're going to take a look. There's 64 of them, so 8 times 8. Each one's unique. So definitely we're going to look into each one of them, and then we're going to kind of pick our favorites to kind of deep dive. Some of them don't really have anything in them, so we're just kind of go through the list of what they are for the most part. We have some videos. We have the new cleric one that just showed. I think they said they're going to be bringing out one for each archetype. So that'll be cool just to see the spells. And then there's a pre-alpha one from a long time ago called A Mage's Life. Thank you for the follow, Lord Dynamic. And so it's an older video, but it's really cool. It gives you more of an insight, kind of like the developer updates kind of show, I don't know, things kind of feel a little staticky, not really alive, but that video, A Mage's Life, really makes the world come alive, even though it's pre-alpha. And you can see the spell effects of a mage, at least, which I know Missy's going to be pretty excited about. So, because that's going to be her archetype. So, but first off, there is a new monthly package. So, that's where we're going to kind of start here. The Harvest's Dawn. This is the November one. It is out now. So, I guess our lovely reader, Missy, I guess go ahead and read it out.
The sun greets the land once more, and with it dawns the promise of survival against the coming cold. Hills and valleys are swathed in white, with trees left bearing no shade. Now is a period of cooperation and generosity, for the frost will indiscriminately take any in its path, swallowing the unprepared. Indeed, hope blooms now in the faces of uncertainty. Together, hearth and home will see us through. So the Harvest Dawn's cosmetic add-ons, they will be the monthly package from November 4th to December 2nd. Yep. So first we have the Diadem of Plenty.
So I guess
very much like the Copacabana.
Right. So for me, have you folks gotten your account? No, I wish Lord Dynamic. I wish we've gotten our Alpha 1 keys. I think they were still talking about the content creator program still being worked on or finalized or something like that is what I was hearing. But we're definitely trying to get our name out there. We're trying to get this information to you guys. I know a lot of people and content creators like to go over things, but we're trying to really deep dive into it. Thankfully, the wiki is there, right? No, definitely.
I have Alpha 2, but unfortunately not Alpha 1.
Yeah. I would love to get in there because I have over 13 years of WoW World of Warcraft experience and over 7 years of Final Fantasy experience. So, yeah. So definitely, it'll be good to get in there to kind of just help as much as possible. Like I said, I'm hoping that what we're seeing is like almost like it's amazing what we're seeing, but I hope what they're keeping close to their chest is like And that's what I'm excited to show off the mage video here in a little bit, because it kind of, you actually get to really see combat with monsters. There's monsters we have never even seen before, and there's just the way the world reacts to your spells. So there's a lot to it, that, and those videos came out a long time ago. So, but yeah, go back to you, Missy.
Right. So we will continue with the diadem of plenty. So a towering assembly of bright flora adorn this crown, its hues evoking warmth and unity to all who don it. The diadem stands as a symbol of the enduring life and beauty that permeate even a realm stricken by strife. It is during these times where disparate peoples come to celebrate triumph over adversity by joining together, just as the individual parts of this humble headpiece unite to form a stunning collage.
I don't know how humble that headpiece is. It's pretty.
I don't know. It's not looking too humble to me
No,
either.
it's
kind
like,
of
bam! It's like
banana in your face kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah, to me, yeah. I mean, it's cool. Definitely not something I would don.
Oh, come on, Brad. I could see Endless wearing that. Come on now.
No. I mean, as we go down, like I said, the dragon and the bear wagon caravan almost got me. I was like, but I'm gonna be doing the Voyager package, so it has to really. My theming I'm looking for, or hoping for, is like a lightning, which I've heard and been told there already has been one. A bluish type of theme, cold, like dragon theme. I think that'd be cool. But so the Oak Stoat.
Oak Stoat.
This is why she's the reader.
So in contrast to the darkened woods of the world permeated by gloom and malice, those woods where the sun yet shines harbor beings of more pleasant dispositions. One of these mercurial beasts, the oak stoat, is a curious critter fond of passers-by traversing through the forest. Some are even able to recognize when a traveler has lost their way, bounding and fluttering in the air in an attempt to be followed. Whether they are some manner of forest spirit or simply a clever creature, none can say, but many consider it a good omen should one cross their path. They are very cute. I would like it to cross my path.
Right.
Oh, it's a snuggle.
See, I definitely already like the art style of Ashes. And I know definitely their character creator, I know that's like one thing that Steven always throws out there. He's like, this is Alpha 1, this is Alpha 1, this is pre-Alpha, Because, I mean, right now the characters do look like, stick figures in a sense. Like, they look good. The armor looks amazing that they're wearing, but it's like, but hopefully they'll incorporate actual gameplay footage with the actual models that they're showing off, like the Veyloon models. Those look really good. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah, see this one right here, the Drake canopy is just unique. Almost, this is one of the things I was like, ooh, be something cool to buy.
Yeah, you like the drakes. If it's a dragon, you like it.
Yep.
So among the plentiful denizens that inhabit the woods of Vera, the drake of the canopy makes a conscious effort not to stand out. Possessing a hide of rugged scales mimicking the foliage of its surroundings, it is able to effectively camouflage itself from prey that would normally run or fly away. Of the many ambush predators that stalk the forests, this drake is among the most fearsome.
Yeah, like I said, I really...
How is it camouflaging itself from prey? If it is the most fearsome in the forest, what's stalking it? Something even scarier?
A flamethrower?
Than a dragon? Humans?
But what's cool, if you look at the body, it almost looks wooden. Like a white wooded tree. Like,
Well,
is that...
its wings or leaves.
Yeah. So those are pretty cool. And this is one thing that they didn't answer me on Twitter. I asked them a question about this. It hides itself to catch prey, not to hide, I think. Right. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And I was wondering about this because they said, you actually have to have the mount to use the skin. So I'm wondering if you can, and Missy was asked about this, like, could you have a horse and use the skin? So you have a horse that looks like it'll look like this dragon. So, and yeah, Tavern
Like
Side
as long
Gaming.
as it's ground mount.
Yeah.
And
But
right Tavern Side. Yeah, these these descriptions sometimes are very odd.
the skin for a tier 2 or tier 3. Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking because they said that like flying mounts would be really hard to get, like 15 per server or something like that. So I'm just thinking, are you gonna have to work really, really hard to be able to like get a dragon mount to use the skin? So, because Missy was like, well, that's not really fair if you buy the cosmetic and you can't really use it almost right away, right? Not right away, right? That's what this game is about, is working for stuff, which is a good thing. All right, Mantle of the Radiant Grove.
Okay. So as if made from the sunlight piercing through the tree line, this panoply endows its wearer with a warmth that lightens the spirit and waylays thoughts of doubt. Though the cuirass appears strictly ornamental, it is light like bark, and is more than sufficient to turn away all manner of blade or beast. Indeed, those who don it are said to wield the ancient, unyielding might of the trees themselves.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's like when I was debating about this set, I was like, I could be a druid, of some sort. And
It's
then
very druidic.
Tavern Side said, so I guess flying mounts are going to be really hard, but gliding, I guess, is a thing. So that mount shouldn't be too crazy to get Missy.
Mine's a horse anyway.
Yeah, yours.
I'm good.
Yeah, yours would be good. She got the October one. And of course, this one right here. This one was really hard for me to say no to because I love my bears.
That's a pretty cool looking.
Right.
It's very Pandarian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping for December Tavern Side. Yeah. But technically, we got 2 years of every month.
Yeah, the October was the epitome of Meadowin, so there was just no turning that down for me whatsoever.
Yeah, Laura said they got Octobers as well. Yeah. Alright, the Honey Hearth Keg.
Alright, so though the vast majority of the sunlit woods are untouched by outside influence, some have glimpsed gold within. The warm and energy of the land extends to the wildlife, and in particular, the honey is said to be of exceptional quality. This special honey is used to make some of the finest mead in the land, though its harvesters know better than to take it from the forest as if it were their own. Rituals are enacted to pay respect to the ancient wood, and thus collectors are allowed a modest sum of honey. The beast who draws the keg is even given some of this golden gift at journey's end, an incentive any bear would love. Just ask Winnie the Pooh.
Right. Yeah, I really hope that they start to show these in game of some sort, because I would love to see this. Like, we're seeing the artwork, right? But I'm really hoping that we can start seeing these in game. They've shown a few now.
I love E2 lore.
Yeah. Because like I would love to see this caravan in game. So, and that Drake
in
too.
a different color.
Yeah. Sunbeams, remember.
I mean, the house looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like, I'm more of a winter guy, blue and, dragons, electricity, all that stuff, so. Yeah, the Otter Mount I've seen, that one was really cool. The Brew Bear I've seen. Shell the Ancients is really cool. Yeah, I love their detail in this game, especially in the armor. What we did last week, you see the ripples in the leather, you see the depth of like the belts and stuff. Really good stuff. Well, that's good that they're showing those. Yeah. All right, Missy.
Right, so this is the modest home of those who have adopted the forest as their own. At first glance, the house appears reclaimed by nature, swarmed by a sea of ochre and red. Closer inspection reveals the dwelling is no worse for wear, as the rooms within are practically untouched. A certain peace and tranquility permeates every beam and board, and travelers feel as if they could stay for an eternity.
Yeah, so there's.
Yeah, see, I could live in that.
Right.
I'd be good.
Well, you're gonna have a shroom tree to live in, so.
No, it's not a shroom. It's a tree. There may be some shrooms on it, but you know.
That's what the whole October thing was.
Might like to partake of the shrooms at my house one day.
You're just
you
like.
Never know.
You'll be walking in and you'll be like over it and just rip off a mushroom and eat it and be like, I'm out.
Have a little psychedelic nap.
Yeah, I saw another blue one. There was a lightning one where I had some like lightning elementals to it or stuff like that. But the one that I probably would have done if I would have caught it in time was I call it the Night Watches theme. Because literally Jon Snow and the reindeer and just kind of the snowy look was pretty cool. All right.
And it had the wolves.
Definitely. All right, so the Wayfarer pre-order package. So these, as we talked about, guys, is so you do get the beta 2 with this. 2 months of in-game time, which you don't have to buy. You don't have to buy this game. You just subscribe to it and you get the game, which I like that model. You get 25 of Embers, which is the in-game credits, no pay to win. And then of course you get so you called it Diadem of Plenty, but in Final Fantasy, it's called Diadem. So
Diadem. It's either or.
Well, Missy,
you hear it as both.
Well, Missy, all you do is just say "in my country." In my country, it is Diadem. You know.
Well, what? I'm not in Russia. I'm in Canada, not Russia. What was the Russian accent for?
Yeah, just an accent, you know.
I know, it's like, I'm in Canada, dude.
Dude. You're kind of...
I'm in Canada, eh? What are you talking about? Somebody get me a coffee. I need a Timmy's.
Right. So the if I could talk, Expeditionary pre-order package. You get the beta 1 and beta 2. 4 months and 50 embers, and then of course you get the hat and the little pet cosmetic. Now the Voyager one. So this is the $250 one. Memes are the best, right? So technically, what I was told by our future clan leader in MVSDA. That this is your best, bang for your buck, as far as if you really don't care about like getting all the cosmetics, being that you get all the tests practically from Alpha 2, which hopefully Alpha 2 will start next fall. Hopefully after Alpha 1's month, it won't take them, but a couple months to get ready for Alpha 2. That's hoping. 6 months of game time, which is worth $90. And like I said, the thing is when you're paying all this money up front, like, and this is why I justify like even the Voyager Plus, is you're getting everything right. If you love the theme, these are all cosmetics. And Missy actually found that how much did the cosmetics actually like add up to that you saw?
I think they all added up in my package up to $125, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. So with all
'Cause they're all
this,
individually priced. Like some are 20, some are 25, the hat's 10, the
yeah, I think
regular
the
mountain's 20, the caravan's 25, the house is 25. So they all added up, adding them all up. Yeah, I believe it was $125 when I added it all up. So that's pretty good.
yeah. So I mean, if you take that, let me see. This actually shows it here. So yeah. So if you did 125 and then you plussed 135, so you already pay for 9 months of game time, and then 125 in Embers, which is in-store currency, so you can get even more. So technically, this package is $375. So if you added all those up, Missy, with what you get, you're actually gaining $10. So
Well,
you're
I
actually,
actually think this is, to be honest, the most bang for your buck because you're getting the clothes,
mhm,
the caravan skin, and the house skin, and the extra embers. Like, there's a lot of extra that you're getting there. It's
yeah,
not just like one thing extra, it's three things. So the clothes are a huge part of it,
yeah. And
the
this one,
caravan,
name
and the house.
reservation. So how did the
Yeah.
name reservation work, Missy? Because you've actually did it. Were you?
No, once you go in that, they haven't started doing that yet.
Oh, okay, okay,
You will be able to do it, I think, closer to game launch
okay.
because I went in and I was like, "Oh, where do you get your name reservation?" But I
Yeah,
guess it's before it launches, you'll be able to do that. So,
yeah. Laura says Alpha 1 sometimes, so that's what I would think. Like if you
yeah,
can get into it and they finally actually have access for players, um, that's when it'll pop up. But
another reason to be an Alpha 2
yeah.
before the beta players to get my name.
Well, I'm hoping, like I said, if once I do that program, I definitely would want to try our hardest to, because our channel is really concentrating on Ashes, um, being that all the other games they're kind of crowded as far as people trying to really go after it. And plus, I know there's a hungering for this game, for a good MMO period, and I had to say this: Steven and his team definitely, um, they have a lot of people like counting on them, like, because I mean, WoW is almost 2 decades old. Final Fantasy is getting up there in age, so I mean, those are your kind of biggest two right now. I don't even know how old BDO is. Yeah, but still, yeah. But anyways, guys, this was the Harvest Dawn, so this is November's. So if you like that, definitely go and get it. Um, RuneScape, yeah, that's an old one. Eve. I tried playing Eve once, but yeah. You guys ever for Eve? You guys ever seen the little like cartoon where they're like Eve's learning curve? You know, Rift was a good one. Rift is actually still around, but it's yeah, I'm not even sure what the community of that is about. But anyways, guys, for the Harvest Dawn, if you like this, I would say go and buy it, pre-order the game, pre-purchase the game actually. It's well worth it. This game is going to have everything and more. It's going to be living and breathing, like literally. The node system, the way that people actually interact with the world, is going to create events in the world. If you haven't checked out we've already done nodes, and we've done races and religions last week. So, and we've broken down everything so far all the way until April of next year. So every week, minus a couple weeks in December, well, maybe, we'll be just always talking about Ashes. Now, correct me if wrong, if anybody already knows this. So you can technically buy this, and if there's another set that you want, you can buy that same tier worth of stuff. So I mean, technically, if you bought the highest tier, do you have to stick with the highest tier? That's what I'm wondering. Or if I think you could buy either one of them. I think you just maybe you can't go higher or whatever. I'll have to.
See, I think that. Uh,
Yeah.
Like you would have so much then game time piled up, embers, because you'd be paying the exact same amount. So your keys are negated because your keys would just be your keys.
Okay, so you can buy
So
skins after, but nothing before. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So I guess that's what the confusion was, because I've heard how they were doing. So yeah, you just can't.
But it's an awful lot of money.
Yep. But I mean, if you bought one that you really liked, and who's to say, Missy, they don't come out with a purple, other looking type of like, you're gonna be like.
Yeah, but in order to get the clothing, I have to pay another, which is $506 Canadian, by the way, for that.
Yep.
So that's a lot of money to pay for just cosmetic.
Okay, but what else do you spend them on? You're a gamer.
Like living expenses.
You just live in the game, right? You just live in the game.
Yeah, the game will not feed me.
It could. Do well enough here, Missy. It could feed you, definitely, actually.
Well.
All right, well, guys, that was the Harvest On. That's November's. So if you like it, then go buy it and pre-order the game and get into Alpha 2, or depending on what, if you get the Voyager one, you get into all the Alpha 2 and onward.